Everybody, welcome to Hey, We're Talking. That's how I like to start the show out. Here we go. In case you didn't notice, if you're not watching, you're not going to be able to tell, but we have a very special guest in studio. Should I say that? Even though we don't have a studio, we're just Derek. All over the world. Yeah, Derek's here, everybody.
Hey,
that guy.
All right.
Yo.
He's a special guest because we all know each other, and this is the first time all four of us have been together.
That's true. You're going to get to spend a little quality time with Derek. Let's hope he brought his A
Derek's
game.
The new guy.
But this is my show.
Wow.
I'm not the guest here.
Oh.
Listen, I was
Thanks,
just going to say.
You did a great job.
Derek, though, like, he puts up these. Jayson, we're just going to jump right into this, Jayson. Okay, so we got Bob, we got Derek.
Scott, I thought this was, your show starting it. I don't have any idea.
Oh, okay. It's my show.
So tell me everything about it.
Okay, here we go. So, I was just going to say, Derek is actually kind of the star, man. Everybody, he's got he doesn't have your kind of YouTube numbers, but he's got a decent subscriber list.
He's got a tenth of Dagner. That's pretty good.
I'm not a numbers guy at all, and you know that.
Yeah, but even though you're not a numbers guy, Derek thinks he's pretty hot shit. So he does this thing. He plays this game. Where he guesses where he is on a map. He gets more views than our show, dude. Just guessing where he is on a map. It's called GeoGuessr. And these nerds come from all over the world to play this game.
Thanks for alienating our listener and viewer base there, Scott.
They know I'm kidding. They know all I do is bust Derek's balls constantly. So
yeah. Well, right, why don't you properly introduce our guest?
Yeah, go ahead.
Scott?
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Pardon me, but I thought everybody, if they're looking, they would know. So we got Jayson Dagner with us. He is, I don't know, what is he? Just a badass? Is that basically how to describe you, or no?
He's just a dude, man.
He's just a dude.
You two know me.
Yeah.
And you know you don't have to play it all up. You guys know me.
I know. Dude, I love you, man.
I'm just a chill guy that works hard and plays hard. That's all I am.
Yes, he does. And he's got a freaking amazing beard that he ties up.
It's in a knot.
He's got some pretty cool glasses and hat. And
over here in our household, we call this a balloon knot or a hemorrhoid.
Wow.
So Derek wasn't there, but Bob and we know Jayson from back in the day. He's been very kind to myself and Bob, and we love those guys.
I fed him some bread and pet him.
We did. Yeah, he did.
He's a great pet.
Took him out for milk and cookies.
He got right behind my ear. Yeah. My legs started shaking. It was awesome.
Remember when we had snow cones?
Yes, it was very nice. I don't remember when we had Warlock. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, no, I don't remember that either. You know who really doesn't remember is Jimmy.
That's true.
Remember that dick on his stomach?
Yes. I think we talked about that on St. Patrick's Day on our show that we did, a special little show. But anyway, Jayson,
what show is that, Scott? What show?
It's a defunct program, as they say.
Call this the Derek Show.
Yeah. So Jayson is here with us. We just wanted to hang out with Jayson, so we were like, hey, man, do you want to talk? And we could talk about some cool stuff with Jayson, so that's why he's here.
We just made up topics that would, fit.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. When I tell you that I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And I talked to Bob, and I committed to 7 p.m. Thursday. Even though I was having such an excellent time at the skate park, I could have skated till 9 p.m. until the dark came. But I looked at my phone. I was like, gotta go later.
Yep. So let's talk about that skateboarding. You, am I crazy, or were you I don't know everything about you, man. So we're going to get to know some stuff right now. Were you kind of were you professional skateboarder, or what's the deal with skateboarding in you?
That's the question that everybody asks. I was, I don't know, just a kid that got a skateboard, and, I pushed around on it with my knees, and, one day, maybe hit it a couple years later, and at that time it was probably 1986, maybe 80, yeah. I got my first board was the Back to the Future Volterra. I actually had the fucking Marty McFly board.
That's
and at the time, growing up, it was like, oh yeah, you don't ever want to admit that, it's kind of like a Veriflex.
Yeah. Now it's cool.
Yeah, but I had the fucking Marty McFly board, and I Marty McFly'd the other day down the street. Elaine was taking off, and I fucking pushed my ass off, and I caught the back of her car, and I was just cruising.
Nice.
I was like, oh yeah.
Scott doesn't like Back to the Future.
That's not true. I don't like Back to the Future 2 and 3 as much as Back to the Future 1.
You can go to hell. Well,
back then, to see skateboarding in a movie, you were going to like it regardless.
So you were really into Gleaming the Cube, huh?
I saw it, but, I watched that and Thrashing and, all the Bones Brigade, Public Domain, Rubbish Heap, the World Industries. That's when things got turned around. And, and I got influenced and started living and breathing skateboarding. Like, that's all I did. My high school was awesome because out of the 4 years that I went there, I was only there about a quarter of the entire time. And I passed every fucking grade.
That's awesome, dude.
Yep. All I was doing was skating, just going all over the place and skating.
So you still didn't answer, though. Were you like, did you do competitions and stuff?
No, not really. I mean, that just wasn't my thing. Like, I skated to skate to make myself feel good, you know?
Cool. Yeah, for some reason, I just thought, like, I just had this picture of you, like, going down the old vert ramp, flipping around in the air, doing some cool shit and getting a prize.
Shit. When I was like 18 at the time, like, I went through the whole period of early 90s and, mid 90s era, which was one of the best eras for skateboarding, 89 to like 97 for me was my like peak time. And I could pretty much do anything I wanted to do on that board. I controlled that board and I told it what I was going to do on it. We did it together and had a blast and did it all over the fucking country.
That's awesome, dude. I tried to get into skateboarding. I know everybody's probably like, how in the world did you big boy get on a skateboard? But back in the day, I got into it a little bit. I was not very good at it, but I had a friend who was so good. Larry Castle was such a good skateboarder, and he had a little ramp at his house, and he was like, dude, you want to try my ramp out? I was like, oh, yeah. And it was not very big. But, if you don't know how to do that, you are going to go down so hard. If you don't understand how to drop in, you're screwed. And the board just flew out from underneath me, and I banged my head off the back of that thing. That was back when nobody was like, you got a concussion. Oh, my God. Nobody cared back then. I rammed my head off of shit all the time, and nobody cared.
Yeah. Now everybody, you got to put it on Facebook. Yeah.
Bob, go ahead. You said it looks like you had a question.
You don't call 911. You put it on Facebook, then call 911.
Exactly.
No, I go to the park as much as I can, or as much as my body allows me. I'm not the easiest on it, but I know my body and when it needs to rest. But I can still go to the park and have fun and just not kill it, because I'll get in the zone to where I'm feeling amazing. I feel one with the board, and I will just go for 3 hours straight and not take a break and just do tricks.
Adrenaline kicks in, and then after you're all done and the adrenaline kind of settles down, in your case, you probably feel like, man, my knees are killing me.
They start throbbing. We got a picnic table there, and I bring tons of water. I bring a pipe, tobacco, and I'll finish, and some of the guys will still be going for another 20 minutes, and I'll just let it pipe, and I'll watch them. I'll film them, just chill out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, is there
see a lot of kids come through the parks over the years, and we try to educate them, in a way that they can understand and talk and communicate, and it works. It's a good positive thing to have people get interested in skateboarding and kind of become one with it. But some people just don't have it, they don't have the mindset to take it. because it's a very abusive relationship if you really dedicate your life to it. Like, yeah.
Yes. You have to get used to getting hurt every once in a while,
Yeah.
for sure.
You become a professional faller. Like, I don't fall. Like, if I fall, it's because it was out of my control. I hit a fucking rock or some bullshit, slipped in wax.
Yeah,
but
those are the ones that people never tell you about when you're first going to start. Is like, I can remember the first board I got. It had like this, it had like a freaking yin yang symbol on the back of it, and it's yin and yang. How do you say that? Why do I sound like I don't understand how to speak anymore? Anyway,
yin and yang.
Yeah, so it had that little symbol on the back of it, and I can't remember where I got it, but
I can look that deck up.
It was probably not very good, very, very expensive. I can tell you that much.
My relationship with skateboarding began and ended in '91. I stepped on a skateboard. I fell off. I was done. But
that was it.
But I played the Nintendo Classic Skate or Die all the time, so that's that's about all my experience.
Yeah, I was good on that. I was better on that than I was in real life. I mean, I couldn't do it.
I had graduated from high school in '91, so all of you can shut the hell up. Thank you.
I graduated in '95.
I was 90, so I'm the old man. Anyway,
grade in '90.
Nobody tells you, though, that when there's a little pebble in the middle of the road as you ride your skateboard, that there's a good chance you're going to bite it.
No, but I mean, I've done all that. I can remember going down a hill, not even being one with the board yet, just pushing and learning to control the board. Well, I bombed this fucking hill, and I got a speed wall from hell, and I just went forward and landed on my knee and just burned it all the way down.
Yeah. Nice road rage. There you go.
And it took a while to heal, a couple of weeks, looked like beef jerky on my knee, and I just said, fuck that. I'm going to go back and do it again, and I went back and made it. I wasn't going to let that board defeat me. So that's kind of what I mean when you get into an abusive relationship with it. At the time of learning how one another work together, it's a lot of work.
Yeah. When
I gotta
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh well, when we're at the park, people come and hang out there, and they're just like, how are you guys so good? And we're like, we're good because we've done this for so many hours in our lifetime. It is programmed in our head, and it just, it comes natural.
Yeah, it's one of those things, again, and I think even my generation was like this a little bit, and I'm older than all you guys. You have this idea that you can just jump into something and be good at it right away, and it's the same thing I said, back in the day, I did stand-up for a while, and I ended up just not doing it. I should have kept going, but I didn't. And if you look now at some of the guys that I used to do stand-up with that just full-on were horrible. They were really bad at it, but they kept going, That's the thing.
Yeah.
If people just understood, if you would just put the time in and not quit, that's the biggest thing. You got to keep going. You can't get good at something that you just all of a sudden, I'm just going to jump on a skateboard and be good at it. I mean, this is obvious stuff that I'm saying here, but I think people need to hear it sometimes because a lot of people just think, I'm just going to do this and be good at it. And it's impossible.
Yeah. Well, to be good at anything, it takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of practice. It takes failures. It takes everything. And you learn from all that stuff, and you just wind up being better. It goes from skateboarding to music to comedy to anything you try to do. You're going to fail a lot, but you pick yourself back up, learn from that mistake, and try not to repeat it again.
Yeah, you have to play GeoGuessr a lot. You got to play GeoGuessr like every day to get to the point where you know what Russia looks like.
Look, Scott, you need to quit making fun of me and GeoGuessr. But
I'm not.
The attitude, I bring that to drinking. I'm not very good. I haven't been very good at it. Now I am. I do it every day. And I'm dedicated.
Oh, my gosh.
Hey, you got to trade one hobby for another.
Yeah. So Bob originally said that we were going to talk about longboards or whatever. Have you ever are you into that at all, Jayson? No,
nope.
He's not down on that. There's this guy on YouTube that I really, really like, actually, Casey Neistat, and he has these, have you ever seen boosted boards before?
Let me tell you, because I don't want people to get the wrong idea. Skateboarding and longboarding is two different things. It's Not that I'm not knocking longboarding or ragging on it or anything. I mean, I think some of the shit some of these guys do and how fast they go down hills is insane. Like, that ain't for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'd rather keep it mellow and do some tricks and ride away and not lose my face on the ground.
It's like the difference between a dirt bike and a cruiser.
Yeah.
That's all.
So-
I mean, the longboards are made to cruise. You know, they're
Yeah.
made to go long distances. And
But
a
the longboard is fantastic because it teaches you balance and control, you know, and if you want to take it to, you know, a street skateboard or something, you know, modern, you can get good on it quick because you've got the control now. Now you just got to start figuring out everything else.
There you go. Well, I think the stuff that the guy I was talking about, I think his is similar. It's not a total longboard, but it's very similar. It's like a boosted board. It's got a motor on it and stuff. It's pretty cool.
I've seen it. I was at Jeremy Sire's house.
Okay.
You guys ever meeting Jeremy in Nashville?
Yeah.
Yeah. He showed me one of that guy Casey's videos, and I saw the little remote control board. Now that would be fun to fucking blast down through New York City.
Yeah.
Be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he takes that thing everywhere in New York City. So all his videos, he just rides around through all the traffic and stuff. It's pretty cool. And when you think about it, if you're in a place like that where it's so busy, you don't want to get in your car. It's probably a pretty freaking awesome way to go.
A lot of people that live in the cities, they don't even have a car because the parking, like city of Chicago, a parking spot for a month can cost you $1,000.
Screw that.
Oh, shit. No.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. So a lot of people just don't even
Call Uber.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
And Scott loves Casey Neistat more than he likes us anyway.
It's
No,
true.
that's not true.
Will not off this Casey Neistat.
I just appreciate his craft, man. He's good at what he does. Nothing wrong with that.
He is pretty awesome.
He's got cool stuff.
I rarely get time to sit down and watch YouTube, but when I do, I'll fucking binge watch for hours.
Yep.
You know, it may be once a week, but I'll get on there and I'm like, holy shit, where'd the day go?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what happens.
I'll try to catch up and you know, just think about people that I've spent time with and look up their channel and see what they're up to, and then I'll wind up sending them a message or texting them or something. I texted Nikki last night, Polish Piper.
Yeah.
Man, he's doing incredible. I'm like so proud of him.
Cool.
He totally turned his life around, and he feels amazing. And that's what it's about. You know, who gives a shit if he's healthy? He fucking feels amazing. You know,
Drinks beer and runs marathons. That's his life now.
He's got a race this weekend, and I told him, man, I was like, I hope you fucking win.
Dude, I can't even imagine trying to run a marathon. That just sounds like pure death.
Me neither.
That just sounds awful. I know people like doing it, and I get it. It's like pushing yourself to do something, but oh my gosh. All right, listen, we're running a little bit long. Here's what we'll do. If it's okay with you, Jayson, we'd like to have you back and talk some more.
What the shit? We're ending this already?
No. It's okay. Trust me when I tell you we're going to talk to you in literally moments about motorcycles.
Is this a commercial break?
Something like that.
Should I go change my shirt?
Yes, you can if you want to, but you don't have to. All right, man.
If I did, though, wouldn't it?
It would be. We're going to talk to Jayson again on Wednesday. We're going to talk about motorcycles and stuff like that. So, cool. Thanks, Jayson. We'll talk to you, and we appreciate you being on.